I knew something was wrong. Thing is happening. By the time the fuel regenerates and the neurons finally fire, that moment's already passed. You've already fumbled the introduction, already felt the embarrassment. The damage is done. And here's what makes this so brutal. This isn't happening once in a while. It's happening dozens of times a day. Every time your brain needs to recall a name or follow a detailed conversation or remember why you walked into the kitchen, your brain burns ATP. And if you can't refuel fast enough, you get that blank and the frustration that comes along with it. And it's not that you're losing your mind, it's that your brain ran out of gas in that exact moment. You on the planet. Here's what these researchers did. They gave healthy adults a single dose of one compound. Then they measured what happened to their brains. Not over weeks or months, but within hours. And what they saw was stunning. Using advanced brain imagery, they watched the brain's energy reserves increase in real time. They measured something called phosphocreatine rising in the brain of energy. That way, when you go to pull up a name or track a conversation or remember why you walked into a room, your brain doesn't have to wait 2 or 3 seconds for ATP to regenerate. It pulls from the phosphocreatine reserves instantly. That's why people feel the difference within hours of taking this stuff. Now, creatine alone isn't the complete answer because the ATP gap isn't just one issue. It's a cascade of problems that come with it. Slow fuel regeneration, inefficient energy flow, poor communication between neurons, stress hormones damaging your progress, plus long-term protection needs. To address all of that, you need a complete formula. And since there was nothing out there that addressed these root issues, I created one myself. I call it MemoryFuel. First, 5,000 milligrams of creatine monohydrate. This is the foundation. It's the fuel for your brain. It's what closes the 2 to 3 second gap between when you need a memory and when your brain can actually access it. Most creatine supplements are dosed for athletes. That's only 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams for muscles. But we included 5,000 milligrams, the dose that actually works for your brain. Next, 200 milligrams of L-theanine. You've got energy now, but if you're stressed, your brain burns through it like a wildfire. L-theanine creates calm focus, helping your neurons fire smoothly instead of burning fuel in a panic. So you're alert, but relaxed. Then 300 milligrams of choline bitartrate. See, memories are stored in networks, webs of neurons that need to talk to each other. And they communicate using a chemical messenger called acetylcholine. But as you age, your brain runs out of raw materials to make it. Choline is that raw material. Flood your system with it and your memory networks fire faster. Plus 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. Every time you draw a memory blank, your body dumps cortisol into your system. And cortisol wrecks everything. It damages brain cells, kills your sleep, triggers inflammation, but magnesium regulates the stress response so cortisol doesn't spike every time you face a cognitive challenge. Also, vitamin D3. Why? Because Cleveland Clinic research ties adequate D3 levels to a 40% lower risk of dementia. Plus it reduces brain inflammation and supports your brain's immune defenses. It also helps regulate neurotransmitter production. Besides, most people over 60 are deficient in vitamin D3 anyway. And finally, vitamin B12. B12 keeps the protective coating on your neurofibers intact so signals travel fast. It also helps your mitochondria produce ATP more efficiently. And again, most people over 60 have subclinical B12 deficiency. This tops you off so your whole system runs cleaner. All right, so those are the 6 ingredients. And the magic happens when these 6 ingredients work together. Here's what happens when you take all of them at the same time. Within hours, the creatine and L-theanine kick in. this formula. And you want to know the most common thing they tell us? Not my memory improved 23%, not my processing speed increased, just I got myself back. That's it. That's the whole ball game. Now I want you to imagine something with me. It's 60 days from now, you're at a family gathering, maybe it's a birthday, maybe it's just Sunday dinner, doesn't really matter. And your grandson is telling you about his science project. Complex stuff about cellular biology, the kind of thing that would have made your eyes glaze over a few months ago. But instead of nodding along and pretending to follow, you're actually engaged because something he said triggered a memory from your own career 30 years ago. Some relevant story, complete with names, dates, technical details, and you share it smoothly. No searching for words, no blanks where a name should be, no hesitation. Your family leans in and now they're engaged, fully present with you. And across the table, your daughter catches your wife's eye. That look, the one that says, Dad's really back. That night lying in bed, something hits you. You haven't had creeping anxiety about Alzheimer's in weeks. You haven't made an excuse to avoid a social situation because you were worried about embarrassing yourself. You haven't felt that horrible flush of shame from forgetting something obvious. Your brain feels like a reliable partner again, not a traitor, and you feel like yourself again. That's not some fantasy I'm painting for you. That's what happens when you close the ATP gap. And here's exactly how you get there. So here's how you can get there for yourself. If you bought these 6 ingredients separately at the doses that actually work for your brain, you'd spend over $100 a month. Plus, you'd be taking 6 different pills, hoping you got the timing right and praying there's no weird interactions. MemoryFuel gives you everything in one formula. Clinical doses, research-backed ingredients, pharmaceutical grade standards, all at a fraction of that cost. The normal retail price is $89 per month. And honestly, that's more than fair when you consider what you're getting. But I remember what it's like to be desperate, skeptical, and worried about throwing more money away on a solution that won't work. I remember people telling me they'd spent hundreds on Prevagen and felt like fools when it did nothing. So here's what we've decided to do. For people watching this presentation, we're making MemoryFuel available for just $49 per bottle. That's $40 off the normal retail price, which is less than a cup of coffee per day. But here's where it gets even better with our package options. But here's the most important part. Our 90-day feel sharper or it's free money back guarantee. Try MemoryFuel for a full 90 days. If you're not experiencing faster recall, less brain fog, better conversation tracking, more confidence in social situations, if you're not feeling like yourself again, contact our customer service team and we'll refund every single penny. No questions asked, no hassles. Heck, you can even keep the bottles. But why 90 days instead of the typical 30 or 60? Because I want you to experience the full transformation before you decide. By day 30, you'll notice real changes. By day 60, your family will comment on how sharp you seem. By day 90, you'll wonder how you ever lived without this. So here's what it comes down to. You're risking nothing. But if you don't try this, you're risking another year of blanking on names, another year of your kids exchanging that look when you lose your train of thought, another year wondering if this is just how it's gonna be from now on. That's the real risk. So take the 90 days, give it a real shot, and then decide. So here's where we are. You've got 2 paths in front of you. Path 1, do nothing. Keep experiencing those terrifying blanks, keep avoiding social situations because you're afraid of embarrassing yourself. Keep lying away at 3 a.m. wondering if this is early Alzheimer's, and watch your family continue to see you fade. Path 2, try MemoryFuel completely risk-free for 90 days. Risk nothing with the guarantee, but gain the possibility of getting yourself back. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've tried so much already. Prevagen, ginkgo, brain games, all of it. I get it. But here's what all of those things have in common. They were treating the symptoms. None of them touched the actual problem, which is ATP regeneration. MemoryFuel targets the root cause. The 2024 Nature study proves it, the Cleveland Clinic acknowledges it, and over 3,200 real people have experienced it. Here's what you need to understand. The ATP gap is widening every single day you wait. The cognitive flexibility that you have right now, today, is the most you'll ever have in your life. This isn't about our inventory. This is about your window of opportunity. And that window is closing. The best time to close your ATP gap was 5 years ago. This second best time is right now. Click the button below to choose your package. I recommend the 3-month supply for the complete transformation cycle, or the 6-month supply for maximum savings and long-term protection. We'll rush it to your door with fast shipping. And remember, you're protected by our 90-day satisfaction guarantee. You're not risking anything, but you stand to gain everything. Your sharp mind, your confidence, your independence, yourself. Don't let another day go by feeling like you're disappearing. Don't let another embarrassing blank chip away at who you are. And don't let fear about Alzheimer's steal one more night of sleep. The solution is here, the research is solid, the choice is yours. Click the button below now. Frequently asked questions. Question 1. How long does it take to feel a difference? Well, most people notice improvements within the first few hours. You might find yourself recalling names easier or faster, experiencing less afternoon brain fog, or tracking conversations more easily. But the full transformation happens over 60 to 90 days as your brain's energy systems fully optimize. That's why we offer a 90-day guarantee instead of the typical 30 to 60. We want you to get the complete results before you decide. Question 2. I've tried Prevagen, Ginkgo, fish oil, and brain training apps. How is this different? Simple. Those products were treating symptoms, blood flow, brain structure, neural pathways. MemoryFuel targets the root cause, which is your ATP regeneration in your brain cells. It's the difference between putting a band-aid on a broken bone versus actually setting the bone so it can heal properly. The 2024 Nature study proved that creatine supplementation directly increases brain ATP levels by 5 to 15%. That's measurable energy production, not some vague support claim. Question 3. Is this safe to take with my other medications? Well, MemoryFuel contains natural, research-backed ingredients that are generally recognized as safe. That being said, we always recommend consulting with your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you're already taking medications or if you have existing health concerns. That way, your doctor can review the ingredient list and confirm that there are no interactions with your specific medications. Next question. What if it doesn't work for me? Well, then you get every penny back. There's no questions asked. You have a full 90 days to try MemoryFuel risk-free. If you're not experiencing sharper recall, less brain fog, better mental clarity, just contact our customer service team. We'll refund your entire purchase. You can even keep the bottles. We're not interested in keeping money from people who didn't get the results they wanted. We only win if you win. Next question. Do I need to take this forever? Here's the honest answer. Your brain's energy demands don't go away. The ATP gap is a chronic issue that gets worse with age if you don't address it. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth for 90 days and then stop because your teeth are fixed. You keep brushing because you want to maintain healthy teeth. Same principle here. Most of our customers stay on MemoryFuel long term because they never want to go back to how they felt before. The mental clarity, the confidence, the feeling of being themselves again, that's worth maintaining. But you're not locked into anything. There's no subscription, there's no automatic charges. You order when you want, however much you want. Next question. Why haven't I heard about this before? Well, it's simple. Because the connection between creatine and brain ATP wasn't definitively proven until that 2024 Nature study. Before that, creatine was mostly known as a muscle supplement for bodybuilders. Most people, including doctors, had no idea it could cross the blood-brain barrier and regenerate cognitive energy. The research is still relatively new, which means you're getting in early on a scientifically validated solution before it becomes mainstream. Next question. Can I just take regular creatine from the gym? You could, but you'd be missing 5 critical ingredients that work synergistically with creatine to maximize your brain ATP production. Plus, most creatine supplements are formulated for muscle energy, not brain energy. The dosing, the delivery mechanism, the supporting ingredients, none of it is optimized for cognitive performance. MemoryFuel was specifically designed for brain ATP regeneration. Every ingredient, every dose, every ratio. It's the difference between using a butter knife to perform surgery versus an actual scalpel designed for the job. Next question, what's your return policy? Well, we have a 90-day money-back guarantee, period. Try it for the full 90 days, and if you're not satisfied for any reason, just contact us. We'll refund your purchase in full. There's no forms to fill out, no hoops to jump through, no restocking fees or other sneaky charges. Just a simple, straightforward refund. Next question. How do I take MemoryFuel? Take 1 scoop daily with water, preferably with a meal. And for best results, take it consistently at the same time each day. Morning is ideal for most people because you'll benefit from the mental clarity throughout the day. Question: are there any side effects? MemoryFuel is made with natural, research-backed ingredients that are generally well tolerated. Some people report mild digestive upset when first starting, but that usually resolves in the first few days. And taking it with food can help minimize that. Now, creatine can cause slight water retention in some people, which is completely normal and harmless. As with any supplement, if you experience any unusual symptoms, just stop using it and consult your healthcare provider. Question: what if I forget to take it some days? Life happens. Don't stress too much about it. For the best results, try to take it consistently. And if you miss a day here and there, just start your normal schedule the next day. The benefits are cumulative over time, so the occasional missed dose won't ruin your progress. Question: why should I trust you? Honestly, you shouldn't. At least not yet. You should trust the research, the 2024 Nature study, the Cleveland Clinic findings, and 3,200 people who actually experienced real results. But most importantly, you should trust our 90-day money-back guarantee. We're not asking you to trust us and hope for the best. We're asking you to try it risk-free and let the results speak for themselves. If it works, great. If it doesn't, you get your money back. As simple as that.